literally saw a picture of a dead child and could not sit on my butt anymore. Syria had been on our radar, but what if we could help refugees here in Missoula? What if we could bring them here?
In Montana, we're pretty isolated from the rest of the world.
I mean, people still do a double take when they see us walking.
So the IRC says that they'd sustainably be able to resettle around 100 refugees a year in Missoula.
Missoula is about 40 miles north of us. If you want to bring these refugees in, just give us a guarantee they don't pose a threat to our communities.
The system that is in place, I can speak for it because I went through it.
If we didn't do something, then who does? A group of us came together last September. Most of us are moms, and so that brings a new element when you look at a photo like that. We did know right off the bat that refugees were resettled by one of 9 agencies that had a relationship with the State Department. At that point, we started figuring out who they were and making phone calls. We don't know who's coming yet. That may be Syrians, it may be Congolese. Until the office is established and that first contract is signed, we won't know.
Check what's up there. Stick out your tongue. Look up.
You know, because Missoula accepts 100 refugees doesn't mean Missoula is going to receive those impacts. We're 90 plus, probably 95% Caucasian, and I think it's a culture shock when you see something outside of that norm, and I just don't know that it's a safe place to bring in refugees.
A letter drafted by Ravalli County commissioners opposing the resettlement of refugees to the Bitterroot or neighboring counties attracted a massive crowd to Hamilton.
So the Ravalli County Board of Commissioners held a meeting. We had grandmas, we had husbands, moms, kids. We had the whole gamut kind of stand up and say, no, we don't want the impacts of refugees in our community.
This is about setting the stage so that there will be battle in Ravalli County so that ISIS will come after our women.
We thought we should have been part of that dialogue before they did something as drastic as saying, hey, we'd like to have refugees in our community.
To assume that that organization has an obligation to visit a neighboring county to have a conversation about what it may or may not be doing, I think that's a big ask.
It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be all rosy. I was living in Monrovia, Liberia, West Africa. Because of a civil war, we fled our country. We've had our struggles with with people who telling us to get out of here. We had that kind of struggle. But I have to tell you, the people of this state are warm people. Very warm, because they took me in as their own.
There is a place for refugees in the United States. I think when you try and force them into a community, kind of like what's being done here, I think especially the Syrian refugees, the Muslim refugees, are going to be a tough fit here.
So I think this conversation and controversy is largely a product of the divide between rural Montana and urban Montana. And I think it reflects a concern that things are changing.
But there is a bumper sticker that states, Missoula, Montana, only 50 miles from Montana.